Now joined by Tayton Conerway and Lamar Wilkerson, two of the stars of the transfer class here at Indiana. And fellas, I want you both to kind of answer this because you guys have both had long journeys, and we're going to talk about this, but long journeys to kind of get to.
Are you calling them old?
Yeah, well, yeah, I am calling them old, but to get to what is the pinnacle of college basketball. This is Indiana. This is one of the blue blood programs. This is one of the biggest programs in the sport. You guys have been here for what, 4 or 5 months now?
Yes, sir.
What has been maybe the most eye-opening thing about being at Indiana that you've experienced so far, Lamar?
I'll probably say just the culture, the standard that everybody holds us up to, being a blue blood, being, one of the top programs in the nation, it's a high standard. So just being held to that standard and then, just moving correctly outside of basketball and then just the intensity, just playing under the breeze, playing at that, coming from that mid-major to the high major level. So I'll say the intensity is changed.
I would definitely have to go along the same lines with the way like everybody looks at us, kind of like not really expectations, but it is expectations in a way. Like they want to get back to that winning style and that winning program, and we all want the same thing. And another big thing is how close our team got. Like just throwing us all into this new little mix, and like we didn't know anybody before we got here, and I barely even knew him. And we hit the ground running. Everybody's laughing, joking, everybody's comfortable. So it's been good so far.
Well, you guys have something in common, right? I mean, you both came from JUCO. Both of you were told over and over probably you're not good enough, and now you're here. What does that mean? Like when you look up and you're like, you see the banners, right? And it wasn't in your lifetime, but people know Indiana basketball for tradition, even if it dates back a while. What's it like? I mean, you having that chip in your shoulder, being here now, and I know how hard you work.
Man, for me, it's just, you just got to, sky's the limit, man. Like, everybody can tell you this, tell you that, but as long as you have a dream and you have tunnel vision to try to reach that dream, man, anything's possible. And then that's what this just has showed me, man. Like, everybody's path different, everybody come from different, some people came straight out of high school to this, some people even skip a class in high school to come to this. We just took the long route, and it helped us. It paved the way for us. It made us the dogs that we are today.
Well, we teased it earlier before we started the practice. Your road was one that took you to where you were basically out of basketball. People told you weren't good enough, and you were working at a factory for a month?
Yeah, I was working at Husqvarna in Nashville, Arkansas, man. I was building chainsaws. I was building lawnmowers, leaf blowers, and everything for a month. And then I found out real quick that that's not the route I wanted to go. I couldn't do it, man. 12-hour shifts on a student line, yeah, I couldn't do it, man.
But okay, so go a little bit more in depth about that, like how you ended up there, why you ended up there, and then how you got out of there.
So basically, my D2 coach, I committed to D2 in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. He left, went to Arkansas Tech, called me, was like, hey, you want to come to Arkansas Tech? I was trying to get out of Arkansas, so I was like, no. So then I was reopened my recruitment. And then after I reopened my recruitment, everything was slow. Wasn't nobody reaching out. Wasn't nobody calling. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to get a job, try to stack some money up. So then I just started working. And then I called one of my homeboys, and we was just talking about what he was finna do because he was finna go JUCO. I seen he committed, so I was just calling him, congratulating him. And he was like, yeah, I'm seeing you in D2. And I was like, actually, he just left, so I really don't got nothing. He was like, for real? He was like, hold on, give me 5 minutes. Call Coach Shear. Coach Shear called me in the next 10 minutes and was like, hey, come out next 2 weeks. And so after that, I went to Poplar Bluff, and then everything's been history since then.
Crazy. That is crazy.
Crazy,
man.
Think
about that. Especially watching him shoot. Like when you watch him shoot, were you the same size?
Yeah, but I've always been taller ever since I hit a growth spurt, like the 8th grade. I went from like 5'11" to like 6'3", and then after that, I was just always tall. I was a little skinny kid though, so.
How did you get from your junior college to Sam Houston State?
So my first year, I got hurt, almost blew my knee out, so I had to go back another year. And then Cody Hopkins actually saw me and was like, hey man, I need you to come to Atlanta, Georgia for this JUCO showcase. Went up there, did what I had to do. Justin Bailey saw me, and then ever since then we built a relationship. I built a relationship with all the coaches at Sam Houston, and then they took a risk on me, and then it just turned out to happen the right way.
Your road's been maybe not quite the same, but it's been a lot of. You did what, 3 years in JUCO?
I did
3 years, 2 different JUCOs. Then you go to Troy, and now you're at Indiana. Like,
Man.
do you almost like pinch yourself of like, how did I get here?
Every day, man. Especially when I talk to my mom, just like her reminding me, like I was in Grayson County, like dude, it was you seeing the same people every day. Like there was no change. I knew everybody that worked at the Culvers and the McDonald's. Like you see the same people, but coming out here, seeing like all the new faces and just how everybody's like not too cool for anything. Like they're open to talk to you and they're open to have a conversation. So that always goes a long way.
This is the first time that you've been at a program that would probably be referred to as a basketball school, right? You're from Texas. You're from, as we talked last night, Burlington, Texas, not Dallas,
Yeah,
right?
not
Burlington,
Dallas, not
Texas.
Dallas, Burlington.
But you went to high school where high school football is king.
Yep.
And then you go to junior college where it's JUCO. Then you go to Troy, and it's in Louisiana. It's the same kind of thing. It's football country. And now
Yeah,
you're up here at a basketball school. What has that been like?
I mean, the love is crazy, and like I said, the expectations. Like I've never really had. Like everybody's always expected the team. You know, they want to have winners and stuff, but like if they lost, it didn't mean as much because as long as football won, everybody was good. So having that extra chip on your shoulder, that you're not only playing for yourself, like you got fans that you gotta back up, and so that goes a long way, and it just makes you practice harder, makes you get in the gym a little bit more. It goes a long way.
Have either of you guys ever played in front of this many filled seats before?
I actually played here last year.
You did?
Yeah.
What'd you lose by?
Yeah, man. Say how that.
Actually, it was close, wasn't it?
It was
For a little while?
It was close for a little while.
For a little while.
Man. Yeah, and then they
watching
took
it.
off, and I
Yeah.
think it was a double-digit margin. We lost, you know.
So, a lot of people know you guys, with NIL in place, you guys are being compensated now. But what I don't think a lot of people know, Lamar, and I don't know if you want to talk about this or not, but I'm going to ask you because I know it, is that you gave back to Sam Houston. I've been saying this for years. Rob knows this, that I think the schools, for evaluating you, for developing you, for helping you get to that point, should be compensated. Well, the school didn't get compensated by Indiana here. You gave back. You gave money, 6 figures, to Sam Houston State to help the place that helped develop you and make you into the player you are now. Why?
Man, I did it out of love, man. I did it out of love for Coach Mudge, for just Sam Houston. I've been there for 3 years, so it was home for me. I got comfortable there. I built a family with a lot of people, a lot of donors and everything. So I just gave back because I felt like, I want to see their program strive. I want to keep seeing them get better over time. So I was willingly to help.
That's cool.
Was that where you had your camp this summer?
Oh, I had my camp in Texarkana, where I'm from. Well, I'm actually from the outskirts of Texarkana, but I had it in Texarkana.
Texarkana has outskirts?
Yeah, the country, yeah.
That's not the outskirts?
We're
from cities. Yeah, We're from cities.
For me, that's the city. Like, that's the city. Like, if you go to Texarkana, we call that the city.
All right.
So, but back to your camp. You had a free camp for local kids, right? That was
Right.
that was one of the sticking points that you had with making this move.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me about why you did that and what that experience meant for you.
Man, down there is not a lot of people that's been able to be in the position I am. I feel like it's not a lot of kids down there that's able to, have that mentor that they can come talk to about, that people actually want to, because there's a lot of kids down there that get caught in the wrong things just because they don't have nobody to talk to. They don't have nobody to, be that mentor as far as the sports wise. So I came back to show them like, hey, like if I did it, you can do it. Like it may not be the easiest route. It may not happen when you want it to, but as long as you work, you just stay true to what you believe in, man, and believe in yourself, then it's possible.
I was told the thing that made your mom the proudest about that, it wasn't just the camp, it wasn't just giving back. It's that when you showed up at the camp, you rented a Hyundai Santa Fe, is that right? Showed up in a minivan?
Yeah, basically showed up in a mom car. Yeah, man.
All right, while we're talking about, things from your roots, Tayton, we got to get back to your roots a little bit. I did not know this at all. Tell me kind of what you used to do when you were younger and what you still kind of like to do growing up there in Burlington, Texas.
So I've always been like outside. Like my mom used to lock the door and make us stay outside. So we always used to just find stuff to do, man. We ride horses, chase cows, man. We did everything. So I ended up getting into FFA. My uncle, he raised a lot of animals. And honestly, I just did it at first because they were like, every animal you show, you get 2 weeks out of school, and you don't have to go. So I'm going to the fair, the state fair, feeding my cow, and then I'm going to ride rides and stuff, eating funnel cake and everything. And then just like, once you kind of flip it to like the learning side, like you're like raising this animal because you get it as a baby and you have to raise it and you show it against other animals that have been raised as a baby and you got to feed it the right way and you got to like, man, there's so much stuff that goes into it. And so I ended up trying to take a little bit of pride into it. And not to mention you can win a little bit of money out of it.
Really?
Too. So that was pretty cool.
So we got some video here. We got some video here of you. Back, well,
look at that
take us through
right
this. Give us a little play-by-play.
So I actually got pinned. So they go through. There's probably about 50 pigs that'll go through. And that dude right there, I don't know if you see him in the jacket. He's kind of the judge, and he looks at the muscles. You kind of want him to be big, like everything you would eat, basically, like the ham. Like you want it to be a muscle on the body, but you don't want it to be too strong where the pig can't walk and stuff. So I mean, I'm just kind of walking them around, keeping them in sight.
Why are you smacking them?
Because like whenever they get their head up, their back flexes, so it makes them look bigger. And then, you don't want nothing that's walking around all dragging his nose in the dirt. You just don't look good to eat. So,
all right, what's the most money you won?
Man, I didn't win nothing too crazy. I think the most I won probably like at one time would probably be 3,000 for a show.
That's pretty good.
But I mean, like
that's really good.
But once you,
I thought you were gonna say 300.
Once you flip it and you realize
Lamar,
how much
that's real money.
How much these animals actually cost. And then you got to cost on the feed. Like they don't eat like us, man. They eat all day. Yeah, they eat good too. They eat better than us basically. But definitely, it was just a fun experience. Like it was something new and like. Another thing, like, people kind of counted you out. You know, you're not supposed to be doing that. Like, man, you see this pro walking through the ring, man?
they're looking at you like no chance.
They're looking at the pig no more, but watching me show. But
they're not intimidated by you over there.
Yeah, it was cool, though, because I definitely love that side. Like I said, growing up, we were always out on the land just doing stuff. Like, I wouldn't say I was like Cowboys and Indians country, but I'm out there riding dirt bikes, four-wheelers, just playing in the dirt. Just nature. Yeah, just being outside.
All right, let's get to the team here. We got a few minutes left. I want to get to on the court. Tayton, I want you to give me a full scouting report on Lamar. What you've seen so far. Describe his game to Indiana fans that have yet to see him play. What are they going to get?
I mean, of course, he's a winner, dude. Like it don't matter if he got a bad leg or he got broken up with before the game. It don't matter, man. He's gonna come out here. And he is a little emotional sometimes, so you gotta watch that. But he'll come out here, man. He's gonna find a way to win. That's one thing that I really like. If I could take something from him, that's what I like. Is like this ability that he's gonna win. Like no matter what he has to do, he's gonna win. And of course, his shooting is off the charts. I mean, he's kind of shooting like me now, but he's getting it done. He's getting it done. He's shooting real good. I mean, and the thing that like he's like. Is his defense. Like, people kind of count him out. They're like, he's just a shooter. Yeah. The dude can guard, man. And he'll guard anybody. Like, he don't care if it's a 7-footer or if it's a little dude. He'll guard any one of them, and he'll guard them just as hard as anybody else on the court. So, definitely underrated on the defensive side, and I also played him at Troy 2 years ago.
Tell him how that went now.
What happened?
Man, we were up at by 20 points at halftime. They came back and won by 2, man. Man, my coach was so mad, bro. I ran so much for them.
Scott Cross is old school.
Shout out Cross, man. Yeah. He wasn't too happy about that one, man. But they got us that time. They got lucky or whatever. But
down 20 and came back and win. That's not luck, bro.
Anyway, man, he's just a great player. Definitely somebody you want on your side. You don't want to play against him because it's gonna be a long night for you.
So you said he's a little bit emotional.
Yeah,
right?
when it comes to, sometimes you gotta watch him, man.
Well, if he gets broken up with it, because we walked in here and the playlist that was playing while you're shooting.
I'm glad y'all noticed
Neo
that, man.
So sick.
Hold on.
He got an old soul, man. He got a real old soul.
That ain't
old soul.
Yeah, he like 25 or something right now.
I'm 23.
You're talking. What are you? You're 24.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little R&B throwbacks, man. There's nothing wrong with it.
All right. So now it's your turn.
Came out when I was like 18 years old. That was my era. You call it?
No, I heard that. No, I heard that about
my bad.
R&B, right? Old R&B.
Yeah, R&B.
Look at that over 21. Man.
All right, flip it. Give me a full breakdown on Tayton.
Oh man, Tayton, man.
What you got for me?
On the court.
Okay,
Lamar, right?
Okay, we talking on the court only.
On the court.
Man,
we don't want to get him in trouble.
Yeah, man. Honestly, man, he a dog. You know, he's a point guard. But really, he's getting into that point guard role. But he's a pass first though. He loves passing the ball. Man, he creative with it. Man, it kind of remind you a little Magic Johnson. You know, it's not a lot of people that, that you could say play like that, man. But as far as just creativity with the ball, deception, everything that Yeah, he's one of the ones, and then, you know, he can guard. You know, he reaches a lot. You know, he reaches, gambles a lot, but, you know, we expect that out of Tayton. If Tayton wasn't reaching and gambling, you know, but his shooting is underrated. He can really shoot the ball. We just, you know.
And fast.
Yeah, he can
right? North-south, fast.
Yeah, he can shoot the ball, man. Defensive, he's disruptive on the defensive end, and then he's just energetic, man. He just always plays with a lot of energy. He plays, you know, with that chip on his shoulder. You could tell that he went JUCO for sure.
No, we're good. We're good. Listen, these guys, we spent some time with them last night, and you're talking about two guys that you can tell appreciate where you are now.
For sure.
Not just being in Indiana, but appreciate kind of the road that you guys have traveled to get here, and I think you understand what the opportunity that you have in front of you over the next, whatever it is, 6-7 months to try to get this program where a lot of people feel it should be.
Definitely.
So, listen, great to meet you guys. Great to see you. Thanks for the hospitality, and we'll be out here again. We'll be seeing you soon.
Before we go, can we get a review of the tacos from last night?
Man, the tacos were good, man. He put a little too much. He put too much queso on his, so he ended up finishing his plates. But I finished my plate.
But you said you had like Doritos.
Yeah, I had the spicy nacho Doritos, and then I put the taco stuff he made. Had a little extra seasoning on there, man.
I don't know, Lamar.
He doesn't season his food enough. Is that
when he's making it for him, he puts a lot of seasoning. When he makes it for other people, he gets a little nervous. I think it's
Tayton is a little bland, so I got to take a little season off of it.
No, they were good though, man. And
Chef Boyardee in the kitchen.
He's always doing
Chef
stuff like that. In other
Boyardee,
ways,
man.
he's always just looking out. So I do appreciate it.
We appreciate you guys being here.